We are live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Flo, and welcome to Wish USA, your favorite innovative music platform on wheels based in Los Angeles, California. It is now 8:40 p.m. over here in the East Coast. We do apologize for being a bit late, at least for me. We had a few difficulties, but good thing we are now live here on YouTube.com. By the way, if you have not done so yet, please share the stream with all your friends to let them know that we are now live on YouTube. And before we are joined by our guest, I do have to quickly advertise our merch. Yes, I am wearing merch right now. I decided to put on my Wish USA t-shirt. This is the bus one that I got back in the release back in 2017, 2018. Wish, don't kill me, I forgot the year. But we also do have our keychain, or this is actually limited edition. But if you do want like a sticker or a keychain, please, or a t-shirt, a hoodie, a fanny pack, we have fanny packs. We are hipster here on Wish USA. We also have face masks. If you want any of that, please check out our social media, Wish USA Music. That is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch at Wish USA Music. And also, I forgot to show you, we do have a Wish USA sticker. I am deciding where I want to put this sticker, whether here or here. Maybe you guys can help me decide, put in the live chat. And I also did finish drinking my coffee. Yes, I do love coffee, as you guys know. But do you know who hates coffee? Our next guest. So please, without further ado, please welcome all the way from London, England, Clarissa Mae, the girl with two first names. Welcome to Wish USA.
Hi. I don't hate coffee, by the way.
We were having this huge argument backstage. I told her,
What?
you guys already know, it's a make or break friendship kind of thing with the whole
Whoa.
coffee.
Whoa,
I asked her, do you like coffee? She said, I'm a tea person.
Make it sound so bad.
It's that bad.
What do you expect? I'm British, you know? Tea
Oh,
runs
yeah.
through my blood.
Yeah. British with the pinky.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah, exactly.
the British put milk in their tea. That's so weird. Why do you do that?
Yeah, you just have to, put a little.
And then their sugar is in cubes. Anyways, this is not about tea, it's about you and your music. But before that, Clarissa, I do want to ask you, for all of us who are watching that don't know who you are, could you give us a quick description of who Miss Clarissa Mae is?
Sure. So, hello everybody. My name is Clarissa Mae. I'm a 17-year-old singer-songwriter here from London. I'm a busker, so I'm a street performer. Back in 2016, I applied for the UK London gigs competition, and I was the champion for the competition. It started off with about 3,000 participants who applied, which then went down to 100 for the whole competition, and then for the semi-finals went down to 25, and then I won the youth and main category for the whole show, and yeah, I have never stopped street performing since then. And yeah, I'm also a student.
I love how you said that you were crowned the champion for the 2016 Mayor of London gigs. That's what it's called. Yeah,
yes,
you were like, yeah, that's right. I'm a big deal, Wishers. You guys better listen. And you were 13 when this happened. This is back in 2016.
Yeah, I was 13, which was weird, because the competition was for 12 to 25-year-olds. And
25, you beat 25-year-olds.
Yes.
That must suck for the 25-year-olds. Get beaten by what, a seventh grader? I love that.
Yeah. No, but it was a good experience. I mean, I was very shy back then, so even going up to get the award, I was like, I got it. But yeah.
I won?
Yeah. That if you look online, if you try to find a video of me winning the competition, you will see no emotion on my face. I literally walk up on the stage and I'm like, yeah, cool, thanks.
Yeah, I'll take the trophy and I'll go back to my room. So I do want to talk quarantine with you, right? Because that's what's been, bothering us, tapping on our shoulder the past 2 years? A little bit over a year now.
Yeah.
So how have you been during quarantine, especially there in England, the UK?
How have I been? my moods fluctuate. 1 minute I'm extremely happy, 1 minute I'm relaxed, and then I sort of realize that I have to go to university this year, and I'm like, my grades, have you seen my grades? Yeah, nah. But yeah, right now we're not really on a lockdown. I mean, the whole UK is on a lockdown, but I have to go to physical school. I started like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't been able to like catch up with sleep or anything. Like I literally come back from school, get home, and I'm like, I'm gonna do some revision. I'm gonna do something productive. Nah, end up napping for like 3 hours.
Very relatable, everything you just said. Actually, we are both in the end of high school. We're both 17 years old. So I do want to hear your perspective, right? How are you enjoying this whole, because you actually go to school 5 days a week now?
Yeah.
So do you prefer going like physical school, or do you prefer the whole virtual thing, lie on my bed, don't care, turn off my camera, sleep during the teacher's talking?
Well, you see, around this time a year ago, I would have been like, no, I prefer going back to school. But when you're like in a routine where you're just at home, you could wake up like 10 minutes before your little
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Rookie numbers. 2 minutes before class.
Whoa.
2 minutes.
No, but yeah, so you just you're in charge of your day. And then the moment the government's like, oh, you're going back to school, you're gonna have to like wake up at 7 o'clock, you're gonna have to do all this. Yeah, it's disrupted, and I'm not in the mood. I just don't want to go.
Yeah, on a serious note, a lot of us kids got like jobs over the whole quarantine thing without like, since there was no physical school, we saw a lot of projects. Like I got on Wish during the whole quarantine thing, so there was no school, and then they suddenly just shoved the whole physical school thing back down our throats, and we're like, what the heck are we doing? 3 hours of sleep a day. That's me. 3 hours of sleep a day.
3
That's what I get.
Wow.
Yeah. But I do want to talk about how your music has been during quarantine. Have you been doing any live shows recently, or even like shows on Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, if that's still a thing?
Oh my gosh, imagine. No one would watch me on MySpace. But yeah, I have been making videos and uploading them to YouTube and Instagram, sort of engaging with my fans for once, because schoolwork wasn't really in the way. I mean, it should be in the way, but when you're in lockdown, is it in the way?
It should be in the way.
Yeah.
Your parents are watching, so you do gotta be careful.
You do make a point, but it's 12 o'clock here, so I my mind's a bit, but it's okay, it's all good. But yeah, music wise, I did do a lot of recording, I did do a lot of videos, collaborations with a lot of people internationally, which was pretty cool. Yeah. And what else did I do? I wrote some songs, which I'm very surprised about, because I'm really bad at lyrics, but I somehow managed to write songs, and I was like, wow, I've got skill. But yeah.
Wow, yeah. I have purpose. I can actually do something with my life.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this guest, but I do want to ask you though, because you said that you have made songs, you're 17 and you're already on track to stardom, you could say, right?
Hopefully.
You said that you were not good at lyrics, but you somehow wrote a song. I want to hear what your process is like. What is your creative process like when you compose a song? Lyrics first, melody first, mix of both, or do you just go YOLO?
Yeah. I mean, you'll hear one of my songs later on in the show, which was one of the first songs. Actually, it would have been about a year today that I wrote that song. But yeah, I honestly, my good songs, the really like catchy songs that I write, usually come from like, when you're about to fall into a deep sleep.
And then your body like jerks? No, is it that? Or
no.
It's like when you're sleeping and then you imagine yourself falling down the stairs and you're like, do you ever get that?
I mean, I do, and then I
Yeah,
start like,
but it's not that.
yeah, I
It's
have a
not that.
spaz. No, it's not that. You know, where it's like you're about to fall into a very deep sleep, but you're about to go into the dreaming stage, you know, of sleeping. Yeah, that's when my songs usually come. And the problem is that obviously if you're asleep, you're not gonna wake up instantly. So I have to like remember the song, remember what I'm singing about, and then the moment I wake up, I have to like record it or I forget it. So yeah, my good songs usually come, like the catchy good songs usually come from like random moments in my life. So sleeping, in the shower.
That's the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can't sing except for when I'm in the shower. I don't know what it is. It could be the reverb. I don't know what it is. But I am literally Bruno Mars in the shower. In the shower. I'm not joking.
And you close your eyes and you're like, I'm at a festival.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, you know, yeah.
And you are playing one of your songs.
Yes,
today.
One of my originals.
Is it already out on Spotify, Apple Music, etc.?
No, actually, it's not out.
We get
anywhere.
an exclusive. Okay.
I know.
We're honored. We feel honored about that. But I do want to ask you before that, you do have one song that you want to sing, and this one, 2016 throwback, best year of my life. What will be the song?
This song is Hotline Bling by Drake. Yeah, I do love this song. It does give 2016 summer vibes. But I don't know, this was another sleepy moment where I was like, if you listen to the lyrics of Hotline Bling, it's actually pretty deep. It's sad, you know, you start to feel for Drake. You're like,
You used to call me Yamai.
Exactly. Yeah,
Cell
who's
phone.
calling you on your cell phone? Exactly. Like, who are you missing? So I decided to make a really sad version of Hotline Bling.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry to ruin your vibe.
I'm not trying to cry today, man.
No, I mean, you know, Corona still exists. I'm crying every day. But you know, yeah, Hotline Bling, sad song. I even got one of my guy friends to make in my YouTube video, you know, those like montages, those weird vocal things at the beginning, like he's on the phone to me. Yeah.
No.
Well, you've got to watch my video then, you know.
We'll see how, depending on your performance. Because I love this song, right? And I love 2016. I feel like everything after 2017, the world went downhill in terms of music.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, low key, yeah. Yes.
So, without further ado, here is Clarissa Mae performing a cover of Hotline Bling by Drake. Stay tuned for more only here on Wish USA. Wishers, please give a massive round of applause to Clarissa performing a cover of Hotline Bling here on Wish USA. The extra sad version. If you want more on her and her music, please do stay tuned after this quick break only here on Wish USA. We are back. What is poppin', ladies and gents? My name is Lo, and welcome back to Wish USA. It is now 9 p.m. over here in the East Coast. If you do my math correctly, 6 p.m. in the West Coast. Yes, I am currently streaming from New Jersey. I am in the East Coast, US. It is also 10 a.m., 9 or 10 a.m. in the Philippines, one of those. So good morning to everyone who is tuning in from the motherland. Hello po mga kasama. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. Tagalog accent, work in progress, by the way. I know it was cringy. But with that being said, we are still here with our guest of honor for today. Clarissa, welcome back to Wish USA.
Hello.
It's been a few years since we last talked, but we do have a few people in the chat debating on whether you're Filipino, whether you're full-on English. So spill the tea.
I shall spill the tea. So I am actually 3/4 Filipino and quarter Scottish. So here's some background information on that. My mum is from Quezon City, and my dad is half Scottish and half Filipino, but he is from Cagayan de Oro. So yeah.
How do people do that? It's like she said the Tagalog, place the names of the places, but with a British accent. What? That's crazy.
What do you? What?
It's like
what accent?
say Cagayan again.
Cagayan de Oro.
Euro. Anyways, going back to the topic, I want to ask you, right? Because you were 17. I want to know how you first sort of started in music, when that spark was lit for the whole music thing. Could you give us a basic background of how you first started in music?
Yeah. So actually, if I go way back to when I was about 4 to 5, I actually wanted to be a professional dancer. Whoa, I said that so weird. Dancer. Professional dancer, right? And I did ballet and like modern jazz and everything like that for a couple of years, and then my mom sort of went, you're gonna start singing, and I was a very shy person back then. I didn't really like singing, so I did it. I started singing, and then my singing teacher was like, oh, you should start doing musical theater, you should start doing exams. So I started to find my love for singing, and I dropped dancing completely, and I stuck with singing and did my exams, but I started off doing musical theater, so like Broadway, West End type of stuff. And then in terms of like pop, having the pop culture and stuff, I'd probably say when I was about 8 or 7. So bear in mind, I was doing musical theater since I was like 5 and 6. So when I was like 8 or 7, I started to go into pop music. I also did exams for that. And then with my guitar, I was sort of starting to get bored with just holding the mic, and sometimes I'm awkward. Well, back then I was awkward on stage.
Sometimes I'm awkward.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll be on stage and I just wouldn't have stage presence, so I was like, okay, cool, I want to have like something to do. So I was like, I'll try the guitar. So I tried putting myself up for guitar lessons, but they were teaching me like classical guitar, reading notes and stuff, and that wasn't my vibe. So I learned from YouTube
University. There you go.
Exactly.
It's funny. I was talking about that yesterday with my other guest. I'm telling you, it's free. YouTube University. Learn how to be a mechanic, a musician, a singer. Just go to youtube.com. Free lessons.
Exactly. But that's sort of how it all happened with my music. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you started out as a dancer.
Yeah, but I can't dance now.
So like whenever you perform live before quarantine, you wouldn't like have the nice dance moves while you're singing, like Hotline Bling? No? No?
Hotline Bling? No one wants to see that.
Well, I do want to talk to you about that though, because before quarantine, you've done performances before live, like whether it be on the street, whether it be, have you done like restaurant shows, bar shows?
So I actually, when I went to Philippines, in what year was it? 2019? No, 2018. 2018, I went to Philippines, and my dad had a friend who was performing at, what is the hotel called? I think it's Manila Hotel. It's one of the well-known hotels in Manila. And she was performing. She was like, oh, why don't you do like a few songs in our jazz bar? And I was like, okay, I'll do a few songs. So I do that. I do some spontaneous like gigs in bars and stuff, I guess you could say. But in terms of like actual like gigs, here in London, obviously I'm part of the busking, which is street performing scheme. So I perform in the train stations mainly. So Waterloo, Charing Cross, all those like popular, I guess you could say, train stations. And then I also perform and busk at Wembley Park. So you think about the Wembley Stadium, but I'm not actually at the stadium, you know, I'm on front of it, you know.
What's your craziest experience in any of these like street performances, whether it be at the subway, the train station? Like, has anyone ever like ran towards you and stole your money? And has that ever happened?
No one has stolen my money, but I do get a lot of drunk people dancing, which is
That's
pretty
cool.
fun.
That's pretty cool.
It is, and I do have a lot of footage on it. If you go to my Instagram, and then once I was performing around November time, and here in the UK we have a lot of conventions, you know, and so I'm doing my thing. I'm performing, you know. 2 seconds after, I see about 100 Santa Clauses like coming towards me. It's like Walking Dead, but instead of the zombies, it's like drunk Santa Clauses, and they start dancing to my music. You know, they're picking up my board and they're like, "Follow this girl," and I'm like, "Wow, okay." But yeah,
that can lead to our next question actually, because obviously being a musician, that's like a dream job, right? No one really has a job where they can be their own boss, not work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. But singers, along with other, you know, professions, they can do that. So what is your favorite thing about being a musician, and what is your least favorite thing about, or the thing you are most annoyed by in this whole thing?
Well, my favorite part about being a musician, honestly, is how cool the gigs are, you know. So I'd say, like, for example, one of the opportunities that I get is obviously like going abroad. So once I was able to just oh my god, this is gonna sound so bad. So I had something called GCSEs, which are like huge. They're important.
Are those like tests?
They're like your SATs, but not as bad, you know.
Let me guess, you chose to sing instead of taking your SATs.
So yeah, no. Well, basically, there's a mock test for it, and those mock tests basically give you the predicted grade for your chosen.
So you skipped that.
You know? I skipped that, yeah, just to go to Abu Dhabi and, you know, perform. And the good thing is that because it's a job, the school can't really be like, no, you can't do that. So, you know, I sort of have that sort of freedom where I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I get to go abroad and perform. Or like sometimes you just get to choose. For example, if I'm with busking, street performing, you get money, right? If I'm low on money, I could literally just grab my guitar and go to the high street and be like,
we get it. You have privileges. We get it. You know, the rest of us have to actually go to like a restaurant and count money in the cashier.
I mean, saying that, I mean, no one's stopping you from street performing, Josh. You could literally dance here in London and you'd probably get money for it.
Yeah, but you would get money for it. I would go to jail for it.
No, you wouldn't.
Because I'm that bad. I would go to jail for it. You'd be like, who is that crazy drunk guy in the street?
No,
screaming.
No. I'll tell you a busker that I've seen, a street performer. So you know those like traffic cones, those orange like traffic cones? Yeah. There's a guy that sings into it. And
he got money for that.
But just a bit of money. I mean, you know, it's like it's still money, right? But he is on it, you know. He comes with his traffic cone all like set up, you know, with his thing, and everyone's out here taking photos of him. So
you'd love to see me sit by a garbage can and do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
In the streets of London, just do that. Thinking I'm the next coming of Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are a bit past time as usual. So what would be your second song? This one is actually your song.
Yeah, this is Stupidly in Love.
Stupidly in Love. Is this from past experience? Or is this from
like I have past experience? No. No, this is from my imagination. This is how I'd imagine.
From your Sims 4 imagination.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I just imagine me being in love and I'm like, oh damn, imagine how that would feel. But yeah, this is about being in love, but the guy is basically like, you know those relationships, it doesn't even have to be romantic, but you know where you speak to someone online but you cannot speak to them in real life.
Yeah.
Do you ever? Yeah. This is basically what that's about. So it's like, oh, you tell me I'm amazing, but you don't seem to like me whenever I see you, you know?
This doesn't sound like an imagination kind of thing, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Wishers, here's Clarissa Mae performing her own song, Stupidly in Love. Not out yet. This is actually an exclusive, Stupidly in Love. Stay tuned for more only here on Wish USA.
It's been more than a week and I can get you off my mind. I've been waiting for a call, so I messaged you last night. You were okay just 2 weeks ago, but maybe I was blind. Falling for you, I'm just so far behind. You're so freaking charming, you like to tease. Stop playing with my heart, I don't feel at ease. Maybe it's your eyes, your smile, your laugh, but one thing's for certain, I can take it all back. You tell all your friends you've got it in the bag, but you're really distant, you've raised a red flag. You say you love talking to me, but why do I feel you hate my company? But I'm in love with you, I'm stupidly in love with you. When you passed me by, I smiled, but you just looked away. It's like you're embarrassed of me, but that's okay. I don't get why it hurts when you're with that other girl. Knowing that she's a potential is sending my mind on no. Oh, you're so freaking charming, you like to tease. Stop playing with my heart, I don't feel at ease. Maybe it's your eyes, your smile, your laugh, but one thing's for certain, I can take it all back. You tell all your friends you've got it in the bag, but you're really distant, you've raised a red flag. You say you love talking to me, but why do I feel you hate my company? But I'm in love with you, I'm stupidly in love with you. No, no, You're so freaking charming, you like to tease. things for certain. I can take it all back, but I'm in love with you. I'm stupidly in love with you.
Again, please give a massive, massive round of applause to Miss Clarissa Mae performing a cover, or actually her an original, not a cover, an original, not released yet. Stupidly in Love here on WishUSA, guys. She's trying to make me cry today. All these are the first two so far are sad songs. Is this next one gonna be a sad song?
Yeah, it is actually a sad song.
Do you have like
I'm a really sad person. I'm a really
yeah?
sad person.
Like I asked you earlier, like what happened? Are you okay?
No, we don't talk about it here.
We don't talk about it on YouTube.com.
No. I'm kidding. I'm not sad. I just like to sing about sad songs because, you know, I get my feelings from them. So, yeah.
Before we go over to this fun game I like to call This or That, I do want to ask you, if you were to take a quick sneak peek at your Spotify playlist, what kind of artists would you find there?
Ooh. You see, I'm a bit of a versatile listener.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain.
So I have 1975 on there because, you know, I like that band. So, you know, into that alternative stuff. Biba Doobie, you know, she's new and everything. Fresh.
Is that's the person that was a part of Deathbed, right?
I
Biba
think
Doobie?
so. Yeah, I
Biba
think
Doobie?
so. Yeah, Biba Doobie. She's Filipina.
She
But,
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else? So yeah, obviously have like my alternative like rock like side, and then I have jazz. I like listening to Frank Sinatra sometimes, and Nina Simone, Ella Fitzgerald, and then I like listening to some Drake, you know, that type of thing, and Bruno Mars. Oh, I love Bruno Mars.
Did you hear his new song?
His new song, yeah, that one hits different. Yeah, that one.
He has. Whoa. That sounded like me for a second. But this is my thing with him, right? I feel like he goes on to release like 4 hits. He wins 4 Grammys in a row, and then he disappears for like 3 years.
I know.
And then he does it again, and then he does it again.
It's just
when the world
so
needs him
good.
the most.
I know.
He comes
it's
back.
Just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruno Mars, Michael Jackson. I've got all that in there. You know, it's just there.
Quick question. This is a bit off topic, but also about your Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
Do you, by any chance, listen to any boy bands as of late?
Boy bands.
Around 2010s. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Are you?
They're also from the UK.
Are you implying One Direction?
I am listening. I am implying to One Direction.
Who? You know what? I was more of a 5 Seconds of Summer fan than.
This
Am I taking
this
all
is getting
the
worse and worse. This is getting worse and worse, guys.
I am so sorry.
How can you choose 5 Sauce over your own country's national band?
No, saying that I do like Harry Styles now. His new music.
His music, okay.
Yeah. I love Harry, but yeah, I was more of a 5 Seconds of Summer fan.
What's your favorite 5 Sauce song?
It's obviously a sad one. Amnesia.
Amnesia?
Yeah.
I wish that I could wake up. That song?
Yeah, and you say you can't sing. Look at you.
Stop. But it is now time, Clarissa, to play our This or That game. I will give you 2 options.
Yes.
You have to choose between one or the other. Like I said, right answers only. Some of these we already know where your heart lies. But are you ready?
Yeah.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Wow, something correct. Wow.
What?
Are you a morning person or are you an evening person?
Morning person, shockingly.
How?
Look, I wake up. Okay, you're gonna be so surprised. You know what? Every time I say this, people look at me like, "Why would you do that to yourself?" So, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to work out.
That's. You're one of those people that really want to be that 1% that wants to be the other 99%, aren't you? I tried doing that actually. I tried doing that once. Wake up at 6 a.m., go for a jog.
Yeah.
And I literally almost fell asleep driving back.
Seriously, I find it so refreshing. I'm like,
It's
yes.
no, because
And
then
then
you
I have
have
a
no
shower.
energy at like 8 p.m.
No. Oh wait, yeah, that does make sense because
Mhm.
I do have a very like early nap time. You know, like.
And
I
that's
end up
where the
waking up-
coffee comes in handy. But that's none of my business.
Yeah,
Disney
that's right.
Channel or Nickelodeon?
Ooh, that's hard because I liked both. See, I liked Nickelodeon because I loved like Victorious and like Sam and Cat and stuff like that. And then at the same time, Disney was like their films, their Disney movies. They
Have you
hit different.
seen Raya?
Raya,
Last
which
Dragon?
one's that one? Not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either. So
Yeah. I need to see it. But yeah, oh no. I'd probably say Disney.
Disney.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie. Oh god, this one's hard. Well, if I'm talking about like Disney, like instead of the Disney Channel, then I have to say Tangled. If it was
What?
about princess, Tangled, like
Tangled. Oh,
you know?
Tangled.
Yeah, Tangled.
You said
yeah.
Tangled.
Well, it's Tangled. What? Tangled. I'm
Tangled.
sorry, Tangled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My rating is like the number one Beauty and the Beast, the live action one. Number two
Ah.
is Tangled.
Mm.
It's a perfect story.
I have to.
And yeah, last question. This one is actually not that bad, but it's pretty bad. Pancakes or waffles?
Ooh. Oh no. I like pancakes.
Pancakes.
Yeah, did I get that? Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice job. One more actually, city or countryside?
City.
Thank you. There is hope.
There's hope.
Before we move on to your third and your last song, I do have one more question for you. Let's use our imagination for a bit.
Hmm.
Let's say, of course, God forbid, but it's your last performance ever on Earth. Who would you want to perform with? Dead or alive? Could be a celebrity, could be a friend, a family member. And where would you want to do this said performance?
Lady Gaga. I want to perform with Lady Gaga. Probably a jazz number of hers, you know, Bang Bang or New York, New York.
Mhm.
And probably somewhere in Broadway. You know.
Broadway.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. I like the Broadway vibes.
Okay.
You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So with that being said, what will be your third and your final performance on Wish USA?
Yeah, so this next song will be Prom by Sugar Free. It's actually a Filipino song.
Tagalog?
Yeah, Tagalog.
Oh, for those of you who are questioning her Filipino-ness, you guys are about to get wrecked right now.
Yeah, so quick backstory. I'll do it very quick. But I was actually featured in a film with James Reid and Nadine Lustre.
What?
Called Never Not Love You.
That really? Were you like a little kid in the film?
No, I was a street performer. And then
Street
James
performer.
Reid, James Reid comes up to me and he's like, do you know this song? I want to sing. I want you to sing it for my girlfriend. And obviously, I'm like, of course I know this song, and I play it. So yeah, that was my thing. And
So you've met James.
Reid, yeah. And it's crazy because before the whole film was filmed, the director and stuff came to me and they were like, "Can you make this fast rock song into a nostalgic lovey-dovey romance song?" And I was like, sure. I mean, if I could, that's my thing, you know. I make really fast, upbeat songs into sad songs and stuff. So, you know, I did it, and then they liked it, and yeah, I was in the film.
Wow. Now I'm really curious. Before we move on to your third song, James or DP?
I have to go James. I'm sorry.
And we will now go over to her third song of the night. Wishers, here is Clarissa Mae performing a cover of Prom here on Wish USA. Please do stay tuned for more. Wishers, for the final time of the evening, please give a massive round of applause to Clarissa performing a cover of such a sad song, Prom, here on Wish USA. And again, I do thank you for being on the show. It was an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show. But before you go ahead and leave, it is now your time. I will spread the red carpet for you. Where can we find you on socials? And do you have any shout outs for us tonight? Or this morning? I know it's 1:29 a.m. there.
Yes. Well, yeah, I do have social media. I have Instagram, which I'm mostly active on, pretty much every day. That is at Clarissa Mae _. So Clarissa Mae. And then I have Facebook, which is at Clarissa Mae Music. Twitter, which is the same as my Instagram too. And then I also have a YouTube, which is just Clarissa Mae. If you search that, you should be able to find me. And shout outs. I do have a few shout outs, obviously to my friends and family who are watching. Hey. And I finally want to give a shout out to the frontliners worldwide. You know, all the nurses, doctors, bin men, people that work in the stores and everything who are able to give us all our essentials and our needs. But yeah, thank you very much for your help during these hard times.
Okay.
Why did you?
Okay. She should. Have you ever like written like a speech before and presented it to class?
You know what's funny? I'm actually head girl of the school.
Head girl, is that like a valedictorian kind of thing, or
It's like student body president.
student council?
Yeah, but I'm like the president of it all. You know?
Student council.
Yeah, and I was pretty much the head girl student council ever for 2 schools. So yeah, that's why I'm really like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes the way I talk is a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one more question actually. How do you balance all of this in your life? You're a leader of the student council, you're a singer, you're a student nevertheless, and you also have, I do hope you have your social life too. So how do you balance all of this hand in hand?
I don't know how I balance. You know, I just sort of, I record when I have free time, and then, but obviously I sometimes procrastinate, I won't lie. But with schoolwork and everything, I mean, I am like constantly stressed with schoolwork, but my school allows us to have an hour within school day to just get our stuff together. And then, yeah, I record when I get home during the weekend, or sometimes I go street performing. And yeah, no, procrastination usually just comes.
Rules the day. Yeah.
It does.
That's the problem with us teens nowadays. We're not scared to admit it. Sorry, parents.
I know,
but
yeah.
it's a you know, it's a thing. And before we go ahead and end off your guesting, what is your nugget of wisdom or piece of advice to anyone who wants to follow in your footsteps, or also wants to do the whole music thing and be a star?
Yeah. I just want to say, like, keep going. I mean, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and like what's meant for you will find you. And I'm a huge believer in that. So yeah, I mean, right now, obviously with this whole corona and everything, nothing much is happening. Like, you're not gonna get much how do you call it? You're not gonna get like crazy amounts of, I guess, abundance, as people would say, good abundance. But yeah, just keep going, keep striving to your goal, you know.
Don't give up, wishers. Even if you're like me, you can't sing, you know, maybe some point in your life your voice will mature, or even not, you can always go to YouTube University and learn how to sing that way. And if not, there's always auto-tune, you know, if you have to. And it's not like some auto-tune can't make a bad singer become a good singer. Like some good artists use auto-tune just to make the performance better. But in the end, like what you said, don't give up, wishers, keep on going. And same goes to you, Clarissa. It was an amazing time here on WishUSA with you, and best of luck to whatever may come your way. Wishes don't go anywhere. We do have another guest joining us, and also a few more shenanigans with me, with Lo. So please do stay tuned, only here on Wish USA.